Welcome to The Review Shelf, your go-to place for honest, insightful, and meaningful book reviews that don't just summarize a story. They open your mind, touch your heart, and help you grow. Whether you're here to discover your next great read or to better understand a book that's already caught your attention, we're here to give you a thoughtful, human perspective that stays with you long after the video ends. If you love stories that make you reflect and books that help you heal, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Today's book is something truly special, something personal. We're talking about The Art of Overthinking by Nicholas Trenton. This isn't your typical self-help book filled with cliches. It's a compassionate, honest look into the patterns of thought that keep us stuck, anxious, and emotionally drained. And the reason this book resonates so deeply is because it's not just about overthinking, it's about us. From the very beginning, Nicholas Trenton builds a connection with the reader. He doesn't act like an expert preaching from above. Instead, he writes like someone who's been in the trenches of mental noise, self-doubt, and endless inner conflict. If you've ever caught yourself stuck in the same thought loop, replaying a past mistake, worrying about the future, doubting a decision, this book will feel like home. What makes Trenton's message powerful is how relatable and calming his tone is. He gently explains that overthinking is not a character flaw, it's a coping mechanism. It's our brain trying to protect us, even if it means exhausting us. He defines overthinking as mental repetition without resolution, a storm that never clears, a wheel that spins without moving forward. And most importantly, he helps us see it clearly for what it is, a pattern we can change. As the book unfolds, you begin to realize just how often you sabotage your peace by clinging to thoughts that no longer serve you. You reflect on how much of your time is spent thinking about life rather than living it. But Trenton doesn't shame you for this. He meets you with understanding, kindness, and gentle tools to reclaim your calm. One of the most practical aspects of the book is how it helps you pause and create space between you and your thoughts. Trenton invites you to view your thoughts like passing clouds in the sky. Some may be dark and heavy, others light and harmless, but all of them are temporary. He explains that your thoughts aren't facts, and you don't have to obey them. That realization alone can be life-changing. The Review Shelf wants you to know, this book isn't just about what happens inside your head. It's about how those thoughts affect your decisions, your relationships, your sleep, your creativity. Trenton breaks down how overthinking bleeds into every area of life, keeping you stuck in the past or afraid of the future, instead of grounded in the present moment, where all your real power lives. One of the book's standout techniques is the concept of mental time limits. Giving yourself just 10 minutes to reflect, journal, or process a worry, and then move on. Another is naming your thoughts, which helps you gain emotional distance. When you label a thought as fear, doubt, or what-if thinking, it becomes something you can observe, not something that controls you. Trenton also introduces gentle mindset shifts like, what would I say to a friend feeling this way? A simple but powerful way to interrupt the habit of self-judgment. Instead of asking, what's wrong with me? You start asking, what do I need right now? That one shift can change the way you relate to yourself on a deep level. What makes The Art of Overthinking different from other mental health books is its emotional intelligence. It's not just practical, it's poetic. There are moments where you'll find yourself highlighting entire pages, not because they're packed with facts, but because they say exactly what your heart has been needing to hear. Quotes like, "You are not your thoughts, you are the one who listens to them," stay with you long after the final chapter. If you're a student, freelancer, content creator, or just someone living in a world full of noise and pressure, this book offers a quiet, grounded voice. It doesn't promise to fix you overnight. It doesn't tell you to just be positive. It tells you to breathe, to notice, to choose peace over perfection. That's real help. By the time you finish the book, you'll feel emotionally lighter. Not because your problems have vanished, but because you've learned how to hold them differently, with patience, with curiosity, with compassion. The review shelf gives The Art of Overthinking a 9 out of 10. Not just because of how well written it is, but because of how deeply it connects with the reader. It's a must-read for anyone who feels like their brain won't shut up, or their heart never quite rests. If this review helped you, please like the video, drop a comment sharing your experience with overthinking, and subscribe to the review shelf for more reviews like this one. Reviews that don't just tell you what a book says, but help you feel why it matters. And remember, you don't have to figure it all out today. You don't have to think your way into peace. Sometimes, peace begins the moment you give yourself permission to stop thinking and just be. Thanks for being here. Take care of your thoughts. They shape your life more than you know.